You're right, guys, it's Capcom Tom here, and today I'm going to be doing a bit of a squad builder. Now, the idea for this squad builder actually came yesterday when I was looking about on Twitter. I kept seeing the same hashtag coming up over and over again, unlikely football books. Now, I looked through some of the responses and people came up with some absolutely hilarious ones. So I thought it'd be a good idea to come up with a whole team of players that have or the authors of unlikely football books. So we'll do an example. First off, we'll look at the manager. The manager's book is Time's Up, and it's by Alex Ferguson. This obviously stems from the fact that he gets a lot of added time, also known as Fergie time, added onto a lot of Man United games. So there you go, he goes into the squad. So we're going to go through the rest of the team. First in goal, we have Joe Hart. The reason he's in it is he wrote a book called Dealing with Dandruff after all of his Head and Shoulders adverts that have been put on the TV recently. They're very amusing, and if you haven't seen them, go and YouTube them because there are some pretty funny adverts. The next book on our list is Faithful by John Terry. Now, I think we all know where this comes from. He has been in the press multiple times for cheating on his wife, most famously with Wayne Bridges' missus. So there you go, he goes into the team. Another theme coming from the Chelsea team being Loyalty by Ashley Cole. He cheated on Cheryl Cole. Why on earth he would ever do that, I do not know. She is absolutely stunning. But to each is their own, and he goes into the team next. Now, next up, we have a pretty funny one, and it comes with a picture. It is called Fitting In by Per Mertesacker. Now, there was an absolutely hilarious picture that I found to go with this book, and you can see it on screen now as Per Mertesacker is so tall. He really doesn't fit into the Arsenal lineup, and it is just pretty funny. Next up in the team, we have at right back, Sibling Rivalry by Philip Neville. Now, whether Philip Neville is actually jealous of his brother, Gary Neville, you can't really tell. He's had a fantastic career as well, but it is pretty funny to think that he may be slightly jealous of his brother Gary. Now, moving into the midfield, we have our first player in the left mid slot. The book is named Teamwork, and it is by Gareth Bale. Now, I think we all know why it's called Teamwork. He has been pretty much a one-man army for Spurs this season, doing all the work. I know that the other Spurs players obviously deserve credit, but it has seemed to everyone else that it is just Bale running the show down there at White Hart Lane. Next up, in the centre mid position, we have a book called Bros Before Hoes. Now, this one may be a bit controversial. It is Ryan Giggs, obviously famous for sleeping with his brother's wife and also cheating on his own wife with Imogen Thomas. So, absolutely love this guy. He's always been a legend of mine, but, you know, that definitely dented his reputation in the last couple of years. Next up, we have a silver player, and it is Hairstyles for Men by John Joe Shelby. You can see there, he's probably the most egg-shaped head or egg-looking head I've ever seen, and just the fact that it's about hairstyles makes it pretty funny. Next up, we have a book called Curtain Cool, and I think you can guess who it's by. It's by Jovino. This is a bit of a slur on his hairstyle and his massive forehead, so he goes into the team in the right mid slot, obviously having to use his inform card. Now, we've probably got the most controversial player in the Premiership next, and he's playing in the centre forward position. The name of the book is Top 10 Olympic Dives, and it is by Luis Suarez. Could have gone for a whole host of books. There was plenty of suggestions by other people, and this is the one I went for. So there you go. He is in the squad for that. Next up, in the first striking position, we have a book that's actually a rewrite of a pretty famous book already. It's 50 Shades of Grey by Robin Van Persie. Poor guy, he is going pretty grey. If you have been watching the games recently, you have probably seen that his hair has started to take on a slightly grey tinge to it, we'll say. So there you go, that's the team built up. There are special mentions to people on the bench. First up, we have Balotelli with his book, which is called The Quiet Life. Obviously, when he was in England, he couldn't keep his name out of the papers after doing so many stupid things, and it was pretty good to have him in the Premier League just for the amusement factor. Next up, we have The Highway Code by Carlos Tevez, obviously getting a driving ban recently because he got a load of, I think it was parking tickets or something, speeding fines, which he never paid because he said he couldn't read them. He's been in England for 4 years. Surely he can read like 4 or 5 years, maybe even longer. I mean, he must be able to like read, English by now. Next up, we have a book called Good Looking by Phil Jones. Now, you probably know what this is about. He has had a whole host of pictures taken of him recently where he has looked absolutely disgusting on the pitch, pulling different facial expressions, and it's pretty funny. Next up, we have Loose Change by Rio Ferdinand. He obviously got hit in the face by a coin, which wasn't really funny. But, you know, it does bring to light some of the things that have happened over the past, 2-3 years in the football scene that, are quite controversial, and some are quite interesting to be reminded of. Then we have GCSE French by Joey Barton. Obviously moved out to France. He did that very funny press interview where he put on the French accent, which actually made me crack up. If you want to find that, it is definitely on YouTube somewhere. So definitely go check that out. Next up, we have Don't Take No for an Answer by Titus Bramble. Maybe a bit of a touchy one. We won't go into too much detail about that. If you want to know what it's about, just type Titus Bramble, and the first thing that comes up on the list is probably what it's about. The final player in this squad is Fernando Torres, and he is the author of Consistency is Key. So there you go, he goes into the squad as well after having probably the most inconsistent time at Chelsea ever. So guys, I hope you have enjoyed this video. I did play one game with it, so if you want to watch that, do stick about for that. But other than that, I'm going to have to leave it there, and I will see you all next time.
On again, it's on again. If we lose, we die, cause we born to win. Wouldn't say I've always felt this good, but I can't remember how long it's been since I haven't. Once you have it, go and grab it, never let it go. Do it right because you like it, and tonight, baby, you never know. It's hard to see what's missing when you're looking from this position, because everything looks different when you